Hello, this is Sophie Lawson from sophielawson.com, and little Dennis is with us today and he's going to help us go through my top 10 favourite comics, or the covers, from the month of March 2023. So what I do on these is, I get me 10 favourite covers that I've held in my hands for the first time during the month of March. So they don't have to be new comics, and some of these in here are actually from the 80s. That's how cool it is. And these ones here, they didn't even make the top 10. So let's go and have a look at these. So little Dennis, he's going to go up here and he'll watch over us. He's a good little lad, he is. So what I've got is, I've got my list of my top... Oh, I can't show you that. Yeah, I've got my top 10 favourite comics from the month of March. And I've got all the artists and everything. So this is brilliant. The good thing about this is I learned stuff as well, because I'm learning who these artists are, the cover artists. So these first four here are honourable mentions. These are four that I would have liked to have had in my top 10, but they just didn't make it. The first one, HARLEY QUINN number 28, and this is by the artist SWEENEY BOO, which I think is quite a cool name. Now this is actually the default cover, which I thought was quite amazing because it's beautiful, it is, and normally it's the variants that are like the most exciting. So that one didn't make it. This one also didn't make it, which is, this one's called Dark Knights of Steel number 2, and this is by the artist Joshua Middleton. Now both of these come from the comic shop, and this one was this? No, this one was about £3 or £4 or something. But I thought that was cool. Like Wonder Woman looking really badass. Yeah. And another one that didn't make it. This one here. This is Barbarella Strikes, issue number 6. Now this is by the artist Stephen Segovia, and I've actually fallen in love with Stephen Segovia. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and zoom up right close on her face. Hopefully the camera picks it up. She is so beautiful, this one. This Stephen bloke has a way of making Barbarella look super sexy, and I like the pose as well. And then the last one that didn't quite make it, so this one was 50p in the comic shop. Cave Woman Raptorella issue number 2, and I've got the first one as well. Now what I love about this is the jiggles, but I like these sort of the funness to it, and these characters, they remind me of the artist Dean Yeagle, because they've got like a sort of a cartooniness to them. It's brilliant. But these comics are all about the jiggles, really. That's what I'm thinking. So these ones, they didn't even make it. So that shows how cool this is going to be. Yeah. So let's get into this one then. So in 10th position, I love this one. Boing! This is Liquid Kill issue number 1 by Kim Jung-gi. So the artist, I love Kim Jung-gi. He actually died not long ago, and this was one of the last covers he ever did. And what he did was, he could draw anything just from his head. Like he didn't need reference or nothing. He could just think of something and draw it. He was brilliant. Probably one of the best draftsmen ever. And I first saw that in an issue of, I think it was issue number 212 of the Previews comic shop catalogue. And as soon as I saw it, I thought I've got to get that, because that to me is quite a special one, that is. Oh, this is a nice one as well. So in 9th position, we've got Barbarella issue number 8, and this is by the artist Derrick Chew, little Derrick Chewster. I love this one. Oh, sorry about the reflections, but I think she's got such a sort of sexiness about her. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom the camera in on close up on these, so that you can actually see them in more detail. What I love about this though is I like the in her clothing, the shapes, like the fabric folds and stuff. So there's a really nice feeling in her clothing, but also her face. she looks really cool, like she's about to, it looks to me like she's tying her hair up and she's about to, she's putting her hair back so she can have a fight or something. So I love that one. This next one, this is beautiful, this one. This, in 8th position, the New Teen Titans Volume number 2, issue number 39, by Edoardo Barreto. Now this one, what happened was I was on eBay looking for Starfire, old Teen Titan issues of Starfire, and this one come up and it's Raven. I just think that's beautiful. What I like about that is it feels like it feels like the 70s, but it feels freeing to me. Like her expression as well. I love that one. And the thing with that one is, it's got like nudity, I suppose, but it's actually done very like professionally, I suppose. So I love that. And then in the comic shop this week, I actually found no, it wasn't in the comic shop. For my birthday, my mum got me some mystery boxes from comic-box.co.uk, and one of them was a Women of DC mystery box. It actually had a Raven in it, and it's quite interesting. I'm going to do that in the future. Compare this version of Raven with one of the new ones, because it's very interesting how the same character can be completely different. This next one, I love this. This was also in the comic shop. So this is Poison Ivy issue number 3, Swimsuit variant by the artist Joelle Jones and Jordie Bellaire. Now again, what I like about this is, it's that same sort of thing. It's sexy, but for me it's done like classy. It's like a sophisticated sexy. That's what I'm thinking. And I love the colours of the background. Well, I love everything about that really. But I love her hair. That's one of my favourite things about Poison Ivy, is her hair. She's brilliant, she is. Now the thing that's funny about this is, I really like Harley Quinn, and in the comic shop they actually had a Harley Quinn swimsuit variant, but the thing with that one, I didn't really connect with that one, because Harley Quinn was wearing a one piece, and there was something about it didn't look right. But this, for me, this is beautiful. This is a sort of swimsuit I would imagine Poison Ivy wearing as well. Yeah, it's quite cool. So the next one, what's this one? This is in 6th position. Now I absolutely love this. Velocity issue number 1. This is by the artist Kenneth Rockefeller. Now what I love about this is, it's the expression in her face. She's got like a sort of there's like a vulnerableness about her. I love it, I do. I love that one. I'm not sure about the background, to be honest. It looks like she's in a cupboard or something. Yeah, it's a bit weird. But I just love the pose. I love the pose and I love this character. I've actually fallen in love with this character. Now this one was like, it was 30p, because I bought a big bundle of 50 comics from Comic Biz, like a mystery boxes. So that one was only 30p. That's one of the best comics I've ever got in a mystery box. There's another one in here as well though. Oh, actually it's this next one. This came from a comic-box.co.uk mystery box of it was a Zenescope mystery box. So this is Grimm Fairy Tales issue number 38, and this cover is by the artist Nelly Jimenez. Now, when I opened this mystery box, this was my favourite cover, but I wasn't sure if it was a cosplayer, like cosplaying a character, or if it was actually a piece of artwork. So I did some research, and this is a piece of artwork. It's unbelievable, it is. I mean, I can't believe it, honestly. So this worked out at £1.50. It was a £15 mystery box. I would pay £15 just for that one. That's what I'm thinking. So the next one. Now this next one, I really thought this was going to be, well, I definitely thought it was going to be in the top 3. And I actually thought it might even win. It's the Jordie issue number 1. Now the thing is, I love this cover. It's probably one of my favouriteest covers. I don't know if it's because I've seen it so much. Because what happened was, I saw in a previews comic shop catalogue. This is issue number 1 of the Jordie by the artist Leslie Lyrics Lee. And again, Leslie Lyrics Lee is one of my favourite artists. So, and this is also cover A, which is quite surprising. So for me, they had loads of covers for this issue number 1. My favourite was the cover A, and that hardly ever happens. That does. What I love here is I love her pose. She's like gently touching herself, so it's got like a sexiness to it. You can just see her little high heels. I love the pose, I love the colour, I love the character, and again she's got beautiful long hair. I love it, I do. But I think what happened is, because I'd seen it so much, I suppose, it didn't have as much of an impact. Like when you open a mystery box and you see that, you're not expecting it, so it's like, whereas because I suppose the most exciting moment was when I first saw this cover in the previews comic shop catalogue, but that was like 2 months ago, so I've kind of gotten used to this one. Alright, this one, I'm almost thinking I should have moved this one up my list a bit further. But this, in 3rd position, we've got Poison Ivy number 7, a variant cover, and this is by the artist Joshua Middleton. So I got this one from Forbidden Planet, and what happened was, my spirit animal is a robin. Now I was looking for something to do with Poison Ivy, and this one popped out at me, and I've got a feeling, because I'm collecting Poison Ivy, I've got a feeling this might end up being my favourite ever Poison Ivy cover. It's one of those, I think, in the future, like, in a strange way, I feel like it's almost like somehow I'm going to fall in love with it more and more. That's what I'm thinking. Because I like the way she's connected with that little robin. It's cool. And again, look at the way, like, half of it's red, half of it's green. I love it, I do. So we've only got 2 left now. Now as you can see, this one is quite a thick one, because there's actually 3 comics in here, and this is issue number 1 of a 3-part series. And look at the size of it. Yeah, it's a big one. It's massive. This is from the 80s, I do believe, and it's issue number 1 of Jim Silke's Rascals in Paradise. So this cover is by Jim Silke's, but when I did my little research, this Jim bloke, he also wrote it. He did everything. He wrote it, he did the cover, he did all the illustrations, so he did this whole thing on his own, which I think is amazing. But for me, this is all about the character. I absolutely love this character. And the thing is, it's all hand painted. If you look inside of this, when I did my unboxing, so I unboxed this one, and the unboxing video is next week, and I actually go through it a little bit on that. So when you see that, you see how beautiful she looks. It's amazing. So that one, like, the thing is, like, they're just all beautiful. Now in number 1, well, this is cool as well. So I got this from the comic shop for, I think it was a pound or 50p. I want to say it was 50p, but I think it was a pound. So this one here, the winner from March 2023. Actually, I'll tell you what I do. Watch this. Can you guess what it is? Yay! It's 15 Love, issue number 2, by the artist Show Miras. Now what I love about this is the anime-ness of it. I love how simple it is. Like, look at all the shapes going on here. Not just her shapes, but the negative shapes as well. Like these shapes here. These little shapes here. And I love the way you got her shadow there as well. She's got such a nice look in her eyes. And there's a hint of like anime to it as well. So, and I love the colours. The thing is, I love everything about that. I can't find one thing about that cover that I don't like. It's perfection. That's what I'm thinking. But like this one could easily have won as well. So that there is my top 3. How beautiful are these? That's what I'm thinking. And so the winner, what I'll do is I'll just quickly go through them. So that's in first place. In second place we had this one. Because I'd really like to know as well, which one of these would be your favourite? I'm quite interested to find out really. She can go over there like that. And then in third place we had Poison Ivy. I love that one. And then we had the Jar Taurus issue number 1. So as you've noticed, you might have noticed, they're all females. Because I've got a thing for sexy female covers. Grimm Fairy. I can't believe that was in a mystery box. Or that as well. I can't believe it. 30p that cost. It's unbelievable. So there's 2 Poison Ivies in this as well. Because what's happened is I started out in love with HARLEY QUINN, and somehow I've sort of gone into Poison Ivy. Yeah, he was in third place. That was in third place. I love that one. I love the feeling of that one. And then we had this one, Barbarella, and then Kim Jung-ji's Liquid Kill. So in this month's winner, she's going to join January's winner, which was Gun Honey, and I'll put links in the description for the previous month's top 10s. And last month this one won. This is Horizon Zero Dawn issue number 3 by the artist Loish, and that was by Art Germ. So Art Germ and Loish are 2 of my favourites. Loish, I was in love with Loish before I even got into comics, because she does covers for like Character Design Quarterly magazine and Imagine FX. And then this is this month's winner. So look at that! What a beautiful, what are they called? Triplets. 3 little ladies, all posing away. And what I'm going to do at the end of the year is I'm going to have 12 comics, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all into like a head-to-head to see who's my favouriteest of the year. And I'm not going to say who it is at the minute. You can save that to the end. But well, I hope you enjoyed that. Little Dennis, he stayed up there, which is good. And please let me know what you think of these and what your favourite would be, because I am very interested. And the other thing is, I've got a bit of birthday cake here. It's my final slice of birthday cake, so I've been eating this all week. And what I'll do is, if you continue watching after the credits, you can watch me eat that if you really want to. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I shall see you later for another one. Little Dennis, he's going up there, look like that. And then you can watch me. Do you want to watch me eat this? It's quite weird when you watch yourself. I'm watching myself eating. You should try doing this. I did it once before on a podcast. I think I was eating a choc ice. Or cock ice. And what happens is, you don't realise what you look like when you're eating. It's quite weird, it is. This is nothing. I could eat birthday cake all the time. So it's my mum's birthday in it's my mum's birthday in a week's time, so we'll have another birthday cake then. So I might bring that on as well. It's a shame that little Dennis can't eat this really, because I think he would enjoy this. No, little Dennis, little DJ. Imagine a birthday cake, ice milkshake. That's what I had for my birthday. I went into the milkshake shop and I had a Caramac milkshake. It was lovely. And then we had a pick and mix as well. And what they got is they got these birthday cake fudges. So it's a bit of fudge, but like in the flavour of a birthday cake. But my favourite thing was the milkshake. It was nice, it was. I've got one little bit left now. Oh, that's the last bit of birthday cake. I'm gone now. See you later for another one.